No plans.
No.
Imagine that.
Look, this not my thing. Plans, not my thing. Okay.
Oh, Hatfield's on.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's say
baby
hi to everybody.
Justice. Hey, y'all. It's been a hot minute, huh? How long has it been?
It's been
Two
probably three
months?
weeks, a month.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, welcome to detention, guys.
And it's not that I don't think this is important. My husband likes this more than I do. Y'all probably know that already. Um, and I just take care of my kids and do my job and work, take care of the house. And when I have time, I jump on.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
babe?
hard to get
So,
it together. It really is.
yeah,
Just
it's
hard
not
for us.
something that I do all day long, you know? And that's okay for those people that do it or can do it, you know?
Yeah, it's all good. I just wanted to come and hang out. It's been too long. I do my little drive-in streams and stuff, but it's not the same. It's just kind of casual conversation.
Cats, you know what? I'm sorry to
Ah,
interrupt
you
you.
good?
Joel told me, Vaughn told me about,
Who is this guy? You keep talking about this Joel.
yeah, you know. Okay, so he told me about it today. He told me about how the son, Shanny's son, came on. What is it? Will? Was it
Will.
Will?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
It's kind of a crazy thing to happen, really
crazy.
is. I thought it
And
was
he
fake.
said that I'd like to see it. I'd like to actually see it.
It's long and it's kind of boring, but I'll try and kind of skip around till we can. It's better if you kind of like read the
Okay, because from
comments
what
because
I
it's all happening in the
understand, from what
comments.
Vaughn told me, um,
Much better.
Shan, Shanny, Shanny's son Will really handled it really great. Was like really mature about it, and just saying that Rev needs to take responsibility for the things he does. That sounds so familiar. That's been the conversation of this week. I think people taking responsibility for the things they say and do. So good on him, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it really is. It was impressive to me. I literally thought, I was like, there's no way this is real. Um, it just didn't, what unexpected, I guess, is the best way to put it.
ban Joel.
Let me find out, okay? Let me find out about this Joel.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I hope everybody's good.
Yeah, I missed you guys. I did. I missed the camaraderie and
Yeah.
the connection. It
What's
was
up, Bud Spider?
nice.
Oi, oi, oi. What the hell? I don't know where some of
Where's
my moderate something's going on.
yeah, where
Hatfield is
is
definitely a mod.
yeah.
I don't know what happened there.
Also,
Try again, Hatfield. Are you?
where
Look,
is
y'all all mods. Y'all all mods in my heart too. Okay. So
yeah, I mean wrenches don't mean nothing lately, apparently. Um, where is just a person?
JP, who
I don't
knows? It's
hear
okay.
JP. I don't see JP. Oh well.
Anyway,
Miss you, dude.
uh, what my plan was, just to kind of chill and talk casual and maybe do a Shanny cooking video. And I saw one that I don't think I've seen.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at the comment.
Hatfield, you said you're a
You're
mod in
funny,
my
baby.
pants, bro. All right, fuck
I
it, let's
miss you
get in there.
guys. That's good. I miss y'all. I think it was.
Okay, so I guess we'll go ahead and start this
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Woo!
What's this?
Yeah, okay, hold on. Let me
Was this another Joel? You know I can't. Oh my gosh, I did it
I
again.
fixed it. I think I did.
I'm just,
Did I fix it?
I'm just, it's hard for me to do this fake stuff.
Woo!
And what is she,
Hi
these fake names and
guys.
stuff? That's not easy for me.
Hi. Sorry about my last one. Hi. 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 I got some deliciousness
Was she telling us that she's
for
high,
you
or was she
guys.
saying hi?
That's a
She
good
seems
question. Let
high.
me come over on the bed by you instead
And
of trying to do this
why?
weird.
Question. Why are we doing another cooking video? You know I can't say
Just because it's easy, we can just kind of riff to it. I'm not trying to keep up with the current events. I'm not, we'll talk about it, but I just figure this is a easy way to do it. And I don't plan stuff, okay?
Oh my
Well, we
god.
know. We all know.
You guys are
Don't
gonna be
plan.
so happy for this. Okay. So this Cinco de Mayo, I'm gonna be a good girl. Alright, let's go zoom over here. Let's see if that is a good angle. Is that a good angle for the food? I
She's
think that's a good
apparently
angle for the food.
not well, right?
Let me go over here.
She's
There we
definitely
go.
not well.
And I'm over here. So,
Why is she talking like a baby?
Hey, Tina. Good to see you.
I
Oh,
got
she
some
wasn't. That was my
special
bad.
nachos I want to make. They're completely vegetarian. But I saw this in the grocery store and I was like, so this is what I found. I found these Cooners Southwest refried pinto beans and they're nacho
Cooters?
cheese flavor.
You know what's
So
funny?
I figured,
Did she
like,
say
what would be.
Cooters?
She said Cooners.
I thought she said Cooters.
That's a brand we don't have around here.
Well, but you know what we do? Our 3-year-old is trying to potty on the potty. She does not potty good number twos on the potty. Okay, y'all?
She
And
doesn't.
this may be too much information.
It's way too much to start.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Real. And so, when she said cooter, because sometimes when she potties
I
on
can't
herself-
believe you're fucking saying this, but go ahead.
Why?
Oh, it's just so gross.
It's gross, but it's like funny. It's
For
real
it.
life.
It's true.
I mean, come on. Well, if y'all think it's gross, you're welcome to leave. Okay. So let me tell you, she does her pull-ups, right? And so the number two, sometimes she don't make it or whatever, and we call her cooter poo. Oh my god. We say you can't be a cooter poo. You can't have, poo in your cooter or whatever. No cooter poos. And so, it's actually kind of working, ain't it? So when she said cooter, that's what I thought of.
She likes to argue that she's not a cooter poo.
That's right. She does argue with that.
I'm not a cooter poo.
Not a cooter poo. You're a cooter poo. So it's pretty cute and pretty funny and
disgusting.
That's what exactly. When it's your kid, though, I guess it's not.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, poo's disgusting anyway.
It's gross.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
It's gross.
Moving on.
Better. Like, nacho cheese usually goes on nachos, so what if I.
Sorry, guys, we're off to a slow start, but let's do it.
Saint Ratty said no cooters were harmed. No, they were not. Aw, that made me literally laugh out loud.
Like, do the refried pinto beans that are nacho cheese on freaking nachos, man. That, yes!
Jesus
And
Christ.
then, also on the nachos, we got some of these signature select diced green chilies, mild. We're going to be doing that. Where is the, oh shit. Where is the can opener?
Who is she talking to?
Probably Rev.
Do you know where the can
Probably
opener
Rev.
is?
Are you sure she's talking to some Rev?
I mean,
Because I don't hear.
Oh Lord. 1 minute, folks. I found it! By God, I
Hey, JP.
found it! I found the can opener. I found it. Alright, good for us.
Hey, give me the other ear.
And then,
Thank you.
okay, hold on, it might mess it up.
and then, we're gonna put half a can of these sliced olives on the, nachos. Because the other half of the olives will be for our tacos. Because there's nothing better with, olives with your tacos. You know what I mean? But we're going to, take half of that and put that on our nacho stuff. And then, also, for our nachos, I'm not going to put it on when it's...
You just started laughing at
I'm
me.
still laughing at all of our people
see
are
what
funny.
everybody's saying
At least
here.
cooters are rageless. Ah!
Let's see.
We're still talking about cooters, man.
Well, I don't know what to say about that. I think that, you know, Tex-Mex, Mexican food is probably what she's going for, and it's hard to mess that up.
Thanks,
Honestly.
Poetic Justice. I'm not sure.
Sister PJ.
Tex-Mex, it's hard to mess it up, but I'm sure she'll find a way.
Let's see.
Bacon, you know what I mean?
I hate
But
these
we
videos,
got some
baby.
delicious
We'll find some different
mild
Yeah, it's just
guacamole. I mean,
like
look at that. Look at those peppers.
somebody trying
Don't
to
those
be
look
human.
incredible? Like,
No.
yum. We got to do that. We got to do that. That is some delicious yumminess. You know what I mean? That is some delicious yumminess. How would you not like that?
Because
How would you not
it's
like that? You know what I mean?
prepackaged.
And then we have this delicious pico de gallo. Look at all that.
Yeah, you know why? Because all that's prepackaged, made by someone else.
Right.
Yes.
What was the point? I'm sorry.
It's deliciousness that she didn't have a hand in
Yeah,
making.
she didn't know. She didn't know that.
Cilantro in there. Doesn't that
So
look
let's see what she does with it.
absolutely divine?
I hope this is a fast one.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
Thank you,
What?
you handsome man. I really.
Hatfield said Shanny needs that heavy duty Tina tampon special blend.
Well, who's Tina?
Said, Tina tampon, somebody in chat. She said, "Shove me in that cooter."
Should I have not brought up the cooters?
No, it's funny.
I mean, it's real. That's just like a no cooter poos.
Yeah, say ready. She had a great Easter. She got Easter bunnies. I'll send you
She
some pictures.
got literal
She got
bunnies.
2 Easter bunnies.
Yeah, we did it big
Living in our
yesterday.
living room right now, in a little cage.
And I cooked for
Shit
what,
and
2
stuff.
days?
Yeah, you cooked all kind of really good stuff.
Vaughn made his creamy mac and
Macaroni
cheese.
cheese.
It was delicious.
We have like 10 pounds left over there.
Yeah, but we got to feed some homeless people
Yeah.
that live down the road, so that was really nice.
It was nice. It wasn't expected, but it was nice.
It was nice,
I
and
feel bad for the guy.
he's really sweet, and he lives with his dog. So we got to do that, and we got to feed the family. And what else?
There was a lot of candy. There's a lot of Easter eggs,
Yeah.
plastic Easter eggs
we went-
all over.
We went to Sunday school and church.
Yeah, that's true.
That was
It was
probably
nice.
the highlight. Yeah, it was really nice. We all wore blue this year. If y'all can like
Just
picture,
imagine us in blue. The
Yeah.
big chicken man.
the baby had 80s retro puff socks. Y'all remember that, girls? The puff
sure.
socks. Maybe the men do too. The puff socks, they were really like puffy and lacy. I got her some.
Oh, that's nice, Kat. Kat said the first
And,
time she's been to church in 5 years. Today.
Really?
Yep.
That's awesome, Cats.
A lot of good people in our church, for sure.
Yeah, so it was good. I hope y'all had a good Easter, Resurrection Sunday, or whatever you call it. Shiloh,
It's been a good
guy.
day.
He said, "Oh
You remember
God."
them socks?
And I
Cool
remember
look.
them. Yeah, she had them on today. She was retroed out. And she told her dad this morning, what'd she say?
Daddy, look at me. I'm gorgeous.
I'm gorgeous, she said.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one thing our girls don't lack in is confidence.
That's the truth.
Oh, goodness. Anyway. All right,
Let's
enough about
continue.
us.
Appreciate it, boo-boo. And then, of course, there wouldn't be like nachos. And I don't think Tammy would forgive me for this, but it wouldn't be nachos if we didn't have the Daisy sour cream. You gotta have the dollop with Daisy.
No.
With Daisy. We have
Okay.
to the dollop with Daisy, man, and have its beautiful sour cream goodness,
I'm
man.
checked out.
Oh, man. I wish I lactated sour cream. Tammy gave the greatest idea on that.
She wishes she
Oh,
lactated
yay!
sour cream.
I'm up to 350, which means I can do the nachos.
Probably does.
Tina Tampon said
So
I
we're just
still
gonna
have
put
this
that right there. And then, babies, I saw this and I was like, and
love
have
it.
one of these like shop local things on it. So I got this. It's Rocky Mountain salsa. We're gonna do a taste test and see how the Rocky Mountain salsa's like. I think
Salsa from the Rocky Mountains? I'm not sure about that,
It
first
said
of
like a
all.
New York City.
Second
salsa,
of
huh?
all, we didn't do barbecue, Saint. We did brisket in the oven. I did a brisket. What else? Mac and cheese. You did your mac and cheese. We did. I
green
did my
beans,
rice
roast turkey.
dressing. Richard Savoy's rice dressing.
Some Cajun shit right there.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah.
And I did some Sister Schubert's rolls. They're my favorite rolls besides Hawaiian rolls.
And there was like a bunch of desserts. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, Sam's Bakery is the best. I don't bake because I'm entirely too ADHD to bake.
You struggle with it.
Vaughn's like shaking his head, rolling his eyes. It's bad.
You cook everything good, but baking is just
Baking
not
is
where
not my
it's
thing.
at for you.
I'll do a custard. My grandfather taught me how to do custard when I was like 11. I'll do one of those in remembrance of him, but I hate to bake. So we got like cheesecake, key lime pie. We were feeding a lot of people. And we had cupcakes from Sam's.
It was ridiculous.
And that
coconut
cake.
It was like five desserts.
I think I had more desserts. We did a green bean casserole. Anyway, so that was that.
Yeah. It was fun.
See, y'all probably don't want to hear about this, but I love talking about family stuff. And
Sure it does. It's ridiculous.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Carry on with the
I think it'll
crappy
be wonderful
cooking.
trying some Rocky Mountain salsa. It looks wonderful. It says right here, reward.
No.
A mountain of flavor in every jar. Amy Lastly started making this extraordinary salsa in her Colorado kitchen for family
You think
and
she's
friends.
on meth right
With their
now?
encouragement,
No, she's
she
on
entered her...
a buttload of pot, for sure.
Do you have it on fast
I do
forward?
have it on
Okay.
fast.
Could you do it a half a step more?
Half a step faster?
Yes.
Why?
I just don't like it. It's boring.
Okay. Let's go to 2 is too much, baby. Let me see if I can back it up. There. Oh, I can do it by hand.
prize recipe in a national gourmet salsa competition, and the public clamor began. Taste for yourself and see. If you don't agree with the experts, Amy Lasley's Rocky Mountain Salsa is premier salsa in the West. All right, it's been since 1991, so this is a 1991 company. This is a 30-year-old company. Happy anniversary, Rocky Mountain Salsa! Happy anniversary! I'm gonna try you in celebration of your birthday. We're gonna see how this is. Plus, also, I have a little bit of the munchies, man. I'm not gonna lie.
What's that?
Shiloh said she's on meth. No way. Fair point. I like it. Fair point.
I think she's dabbled. For sure,
You've promised people cowboy candy and you have not
I
made good on those promises.
I swear to God, anybody that wants someone to send it out, I'll make it a thing. I just haven't been able to do it yet. Haven't been able to. It's amazing that we're able to do this today.
So I decided to go freaking authentic for the Cinco de Mayo, and I got some Santanitas. These are so good. Do not let that number right there turn you off of these seriously flavor-filled chips. Don't let it. You try these. These are good, and if you're poor, you probably already tried them already because they're the cheapest thing you can get. It says Authentico Estilo Mexicano or Mexicano, and we're gonna try that, man. With this, we're gonna try that. The salsa, we're gonna dig into that, and we're gonna try it. We're gonna see how it is. It's probably really good. Oh my God.
She thinks she's so entertaining.
Okay, hear me out. It tastes. The tomatoes are sweet, like a pasta sauce. But it's got this nice little heat in the back of your tongue. Ooh. And it has this wonderful blend of spices. What are the spices on here? We got onion, lime juice, jalapenos, spices, cilantro, chili powder, salt, and garlic. Huh. And it's got green chilies in it. Well, that is a very flavorful salsa, and I'd recommend the flavor-filled salsa. I love it. I think it's great. My family's gonna love this.
Tell her to come on.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna send her some.
She can come for Easter.
All right. Damn. Now all you hear sitting here. Now you listen to me. If you ever find this in your grocery store, you gonna pick this up, and you be like, wow, that is some delicious goodness. I'm sure you can probably find it on the Amazons.
Yeah.
Then the delicious nacho. Okay.
Get to making.
See, you gotta.
My God.
Where's my pan?
You thought she was naked,
I
didn't
thought she
you?
was naked.
You sick. You nasty.
Hold on, let's go back.
You're
Some oil
gross.
on this sizzle.
And then, you know what you did?
I think I have spam.
You rewound it.
I did.
That's gross.
Look at that thing.
You were like, oh,
No,
she's
I wasn't
naked.
like, oh.
Let me
I was
go
like,
back.
Oh. That's how I was. Dude, that's
And you really think y'all's community missed that? No, they'd have
I
had
just
that.
never noticed this one.
They'd have had that on lock.
I swear I've never noticed this one. This must be a video I've not seen. I just have no memory of it. And she like got a weird shaped ass.
Spam. Spammy, spammy, spammy. Spammy, spammy, spammy. Spam, spammy, spammy.
She thought she was looking
Do
cute.
I have a pan in here? Where's my pan?
Oh, the pans are in there.
No, the pan.
Pan?
The cooking spray.
I don't think you have that.
Oh,
Sorry.
you should have told me. All right, thank you.
How heavy do y'all think she was there?
What is I'm about to fight a hungry, hungry hippo?
Who's that? About to fight two hungry. I don't know.
I
Shallow's
loved that
wild
game
sometimes.
growing up.
That was a cool game.
Thank you, sir. All right, fine. I have disappointing news. We don't have the Pam spray. So we're going to wing it another way. We're going to take some of this good, organic, extra olive oil, and we're going to just put that on the pan. If there is any, there's nothing in here. Is there? Or is it? Oh my God, it's capped. These.
She's so high.
Special treats has made me a little impaired of knowing to look deeper into situations. You know what I mean? Because I'm all up in here, but I'm not absorbing myself greatly in the bottle of extra virgin oil because I feel like I'm in a hurry. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm too old now to just like rush things. Like to me, back in my cooking days, oh my God, to me when I was like serving people, I could rush over the kitchen willy-nilly. Nowadays, I gotta sit down and take my freaking time. Thank you, fibromyalgia. So that's what we're gonna do.
Oh, wow.
We're just gonna take this off and pour it on the pan. Voila. And then we're gonna go and make sure our hands are clean because I'm just gonna wipe a little bit of this oil on here, but I wanna wash my hands first because I was touching those cans and I don't, you know.
I'm really interested to know what was said today.
Between.
Yeah.
Bam, clean hands.
Tina asked y'all
All right.
watch her stream today.
Let's go warm our
I
hands
caught a
on,
little
you know,
baby
this,
piece of it.
and spread it on.
Um,
All right.
I
Oh,
can't hear you.
don't you?
I was trying to turn it off.
Oh.
I watched a little piece of it. So I was trying to explain it to Stevie earlier, just from what I gathered that Will just showed up in her chat. I don't know if they were expecting it or not. I was trying to kind of comb through and see. And then, Rev's on about this AI, this Chat GPT stuff. He has been talking to Chat GPT and believes.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm like coughing.
He thinks this Chat GPT is like a actual living entity living in the computer. And no, he does. He thinks it's a person that whenever he goes to heaven, he's going to see Chat GPT, Chad. We'll call it Chad. He's going to see Chad in heaven.
No, see, that's how rumors get started. You gotta. What does he call it?
He calls it Soulless. He gave it a name. Soulless.
So he's lost his mind.
There's something going on. And he has been ministering to the AI, trying to save it.
Okay.
I mean, this is what's going on.
I mean, I understand that that's what's going on, but I can't subscribe to the craziness behind it. I'm sorry.
We subscribe just to watch the train wreck. I mean,
That's just crazy. So there's somebody in the sky.
somebody there's a ghost in the machine. That's what, like.
But he thinks it's an actual person.
He thinks it's a entity, a life form, its own.
Okay,
That's what he thinks. So it's crazy.
Okay, so hold on. Back it up. Like iRobot. Remember?
I hope she's okay, Corey.
There's like a book and a movie.
Yeah,
Remember?
I do.
And it
Asimov. Isaac
it does
Asimov.
its own. It starts to have its own.
Right. Well, he's fully convinced.
He's convinced that's already happened, and it's
Mhm.
okay. Well, okay.
Yeah, I hope she's okay, Corey. I'll be praying for
15
her.
amens. Remember that girl? That
Yeah.
you had me watching all
Crystal Station. I wonder how she's doing sometimes. Maybe we'll try and pop in and check on her if she's doing anything eventually. Look, we got a computer, and I didn't have enough time devoted to learning the software, so I didn't want to fire it up.
Let me break
Yeah.
that down. Would you like me to tell the truth now?
I mean, that's the truth. I just
No,
don't
the
have
truth
time.
is,
What?
he's got time.
When?
He literally has got the time. What he doesn't have is the attention span.
No,
Like,
that could be
let's
true.
get real here, okay? You're not a victim of time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I didn't learn the software. We'll just say that.
Okay.
Because I
But
didn't have time. All right.
you had time. You had the time. The time is not the issue.
All right. Well, anyway. Yeah, so that's going on. And I lost track of where I was going with it.
What
But
happened to
Will,
Tori?
her
She's still-
friend is waiting on the ambulance, I think. Anyway, so Will shows up in chat. Starts. We're gonna get through this eventually, but go ahead. You
wanna
laughing
get
at?
through your sentence?
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
You can.
I was just gonna say, Will came in the chat, and a lot of artists in general have problems with Chat GPT because what it does is it kind of scours images on the internet and kind of compiles them in ways it'll kind of steal from people's art to make its own image.
Right.
So artists have problems with it. It's putting artists out of work and stuff like that because
Right.
people
It has
are
nothing to draw from but what people have put into it.
exactly.
Okay.
And Rev
So
doesn't
that's
believe
a
that.
pretty
It's fair, super fair,
well, it's also a pretty concrete you know,
provable.
yeah, like concrete thought. Like
Yeah.
he couldn't get that.
No, he what I gathered, he was just saying like those images are solely mine. They were made from scratch, from nothing. So they're my images. And if we found any images like it online, those are mine. Something like that. So yeah. And they got in a big fight, and Will made him fucking look stupid.
Well, I mean, that's what happens when facts meet crazy.
Yeah.
They're gonna look stupid every time, you know.
Yeah, we can watch this for a little bit longer, and if we want to switch over to
Love
that for
the
a second,
smell of
Can,
olive
but do
oil.
we want
It is
to?
so wonderful.
let's see where it goes.
I love the smell of olive oil. Do you think that's weird? I love the smell. Oh, it just reminds me of pizza dough and we're gonna mix
Let's
it.
see what she do.
Oh my god, this is so wonderful. I
She's
really
crunching
like to
those
cook
chips
for
up with her big
Well,
meat.
You guys are my.
A lot of people
Hey, Ryan.
are saying that they were impressed with Will. But that's what happens when you're raised in. I mean, I'm speaking from even my personal experience, and also like watching this unfold in people's lives that I've counseled. Like when you're raised by narcissistic parents or parents that have borderline personality disorder, some kind of like they're on the spectrum of access to disorders, you learn really well how to debate and defend yourself. You learn really well how to pick out BS. You learn really well how to discern what's really going on, and you become a really great not just advocate for yourself, once you can get past the gaslighting that they do to you, once you realize that that's what's happening, you become, your own advocate. You become a really good debater, a person that just kind of like here's the facts, take them or leave them, and you move on. So that's what it sounded like he did.
Mhm.
Like you need to take responsibility. He kind of said like I've got your card, right?
Mm-hmm. He
I know
really
who you
did.
are, and shut him down, right?
Right.
So I think that isn't Will the one that he like. Will may be the truth teller in the family. You know what I mean? He may be the one
Maybe.
that like is not liked by Rev, and is probably
Because of that.
brings Shani her shame and makes her see it. Yeah, because of that. It was he the one that was hit?
Y'all tell me. I always get them mixed up. Was it Will or is it
The baby.
it was I think it was the other one. Will's the older one. I think he hit the younger. I'm almost positive.
It really does suck,
Zach.
Tina, because he is the kid, but at the same time, like the kids are the one that usually bring truth to people like that, you know? And then there's even more shame and guilt because like the person that you've raised, it's almost like the person that they've raised up to kind of admire them and bring them their ego feed, you know,
Hmm.
kind of tells them like exactly what they think in their mind about themselves, what they really think, their deepest insecurities of like you're crap, you know,
Hmm.
and it's because of your behaviors,
Right.
you know, and they kind of shine that mirror in front of them. It's sad,
I
and
wonder
it's
how much of
usually
that
as the
was going on
kids.
before they
It's
left.
almost glorious too, because it's like you try to train this person up to feed you your
It's
own bullcrap.
so ironic, right?
Yeah, to feed you your own bullcrap, and you are absolutely getting the opposite, you know. So, hold on.
I mean, that's a great point.
Oh, it was Zach. It was Zach. Okay, that's got to be hard. Will's the oldest,
Yes.
so that's got to be hard too for like the old. I always revert back to this is what I know though.
Yeah,
You know,
I
this
know.
is what I know to talk about. um, it's it's got to be really hard for Will to sit back and as the oldest sibling in the family and watch all this, and he's evidently pretty wise, you know, to
It seemed
watch
like
all
it.
this, and then probably he's got some stuff probably, and I'm just like, I'm just saying from what I've observed in other families, in my own family, and from my own experiences, this is just like a educated guess. But I mean, of course, he probably has a lot of resentment towards Red for doing that to his little brother and for not taking responsibility for all the other crap he did, you know? So I don't know. I, I'm I really can't wait to watch that part.
Okay, let's
Okay.
flip through this real quick. See if
Well,
you just want me to switch it,
I
huh?
really do.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
feel like you're torturing
Here.
me with
And then I'll put the
this. I
juice
feel like this
back in
is a
there.
way to
So
Okay,
get me
guys.
back at me for
I'll do the.
something.
New plan.
Are you upset with me?
No,
Like,
no. I'm not at all. I don't
is
care.
that why you're making me watch this? I'm
No, I just figured it
unsure.
was an easy start, but we can
Okay.
definitely check it out. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. It's gonna be in my playlists. It would be under Shanny, wouldn't it? Let's see. I think it was down at the bottom. Yeah, here it is.
Tina's
Students with
new.
ADHD save
Tina
10
is new to
hours
our chat,
studying
but
with
we
this
have
Chrome
known Tina.
extension. But no, by
And
all
sorry
Show me where that
about,
Tina's our kitty's name.
yeah, we have a cat named
My
Tina.
daughter has an aunt named Tina, and she named her cat Tina after her aunt. And she was like, what, 7?
How do we look at the chat replay on this?
Well, I'm glad you're here, JP. I was asking about you earlier.
I'm not sure how to make the chat work on this, which will make it a lot better. Huh.
I'm sorry, Shiloh. You know, I love my parents, and I often have to grieve over like what I needed from them, and then I have to grieve over who they are, you know, and then I have to come to an acceptance, and it's just like a grieving process sometimes, all, you know, over and over and over again. So I understand that, you know, I and I still take care of them. Like today, you know, none of my other siblings or anybody wanted to do anything, and I specifically took stuff to them and tried to make it nice, you know. I'm. It's hard. It's hard. It's a hard thing.
Yeah.
But if you had everything you needed, I mean, and I guess not all of us get everything we need from our parents, but um, I don't know. I think I think it's hard either way. I mean, life's hard, If you had a really good relationship with your parents, like, that's a blessing. That's a real blessing. Vaughn.
Who is this guy you keep talking?
Has
I'm
a
done with
really
you.
great mom and dad. They just love their kids.
Well, Mom's great.
You and your dad have stuff, but
For sure. So we can't look at the chat replay yet? That sucks. That's where everything is. Ugh. Well, we can watch it. It's not going to show us anything good because Will is in the chat.
Oh, he's in the chat. I
Yeah.
thought he was at their home.
No, I was saying he's in the chat. He's like,
oh, okay. Well, you can do it later.
Okay.
I'm just glad that.
We'll come back to it.
That
hey, Jasmine.
He feels like he can say something. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay, look, we got to switch back because the chat replay is not available on it apparently. So we are going to go back to the cooking video. I'm sorry. I apologize for the runaround. I'm not good at this. And maybe I never will be. But
I'll do the bet if you want. But let me wash my hands real quick. Computerized. Smart stove. I barely used it. I've barely been able to enjoy it.
Her face is so
and
big.
I'm gonna lose it all.
Is this another cooking video?
This is the same cooking video. What you want me to put on, baby?
I don't know.
Mixed with osteoarthritis.
Okay, we'll stop and talk whenever we decide.
Me standing for long periods of time can be dangerous for me because I could take a fall.
That's hilarious. Did we tell that story?
I told it.
Oh my god. Y'all,
tell it.
This was when we first got together. Okay, we don't have nothing to hide. I'm like,
no.
Vaughn might care. I have no cares. Like I have like
no, I talk about all kinds of stuff.
Zero. Like I'm just gonna tell you how it is. So when we first got together, Vaughn had a lot of issues.
Oh yeah, they know that.
And he's in recovery, actual recovery. And how long is it? You're going on your 8th year
of recovery?
Yeah.
No, like 5. No. 5, because I'm messed up,
that's
right?
That's right. You did.
I messed up for a couple years.
It wasn't a couple of years.
Definitely was.
Okay. I love how you think your recollection of that time
I'm telling you, I know where I'm at.
Better than mine. Okay, anyway. Point is, I was worried, and I know that that's why I had this dream. But I had a dream one night, and I'm not a big cusser. Like
you curse in your sleep so much.
Okay, and so you see, that's the brain saying, I need out. I need out. Anyway.
Let them free.
Let them free. No. I just don't like, I don't know, like adding that to a sentence is just, anyway. So I woke myself up saying, effing magic beans.
Yeah.
And I said it multiple times. But the point is, I was in my dream, Joel had sold our house for
Who?
I'm sorry. Well,
who?
Von Joel. Can we?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know this guy.
Vaughn had sold our house for 4 magic beans, guys. 4 magic beans. He came home and told me in my dream. And he said, I just kept saying, effing magic beans. Effing magic beans. And I was yelling, and I woke myself up saying it. And it was funny at the time. Right now, it's just not funny. I don't know. But at the time...
It's funny. It's funny.
At the time, I'm sorry, it wasn't funny.
Yeah.
I was really upset. I was worried.
Yeah, you were worried that it was going to happen for real or something.
Yeah, and I think it just symbolized a lot of stuff that was going on at that time.
For sure.
And
For
so,
sure.
anyway, I was worried. And, a couple weeks later it was funny, and even now it doesn't seem that funny. It's probably funnier when you tell it.
You got it.
Anyway, yeah. Sold our whole house before
Fucking magic beans.
Especially after me having a walk-in like I did today. So I'm going to take these green chilies and drain them. Now, I'm teaching you a trick without using a strainer. You just press down and you turn it until there's no juices left. You see how it like slowly like fills up with juice? That's what you do when you do it over your sink, and then you wash your hands.
Hey, wake me up when September ends. Wake me up when this is over.
Well, I guess we can. I just remember Shani responded to the videos just saying, "I know Will," but you had to like read them to really.
Oh, Alan said she thought the bean was something else. I mean, or am I being? Yeah.
Flick the bean.
Yeah.
That's such a gross saying.
Right.
Oh yeah, this is my favorite part. Oh, I love the taste of green chilies.
Gross.
I dribbled down my face. That's gonna burn.
Good.
Hold on a second. We need something incredibly gross.
Her eating them is gross.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, I love how they taste, and they're mild, so it's not like a really like big like heaviness to them, I guess you could say. Oh, these are such the goodest, tastiest freaking things ever. I love these green chilies in the world. In case you haven't noticed, I'm one of those cooks that tastes her ingredients. Because you never know if you have a bad ingredient, so you might as well taste your ingredients than putting them in your dish and then having your whole dish spoiled.
You taste everything.
So, little chef knowledge. Little chef knowledge there.
Chef.
Taste your ingredients to see if they're fresh. Because nothing more uglier than tasting something that's not fresh and not good and just destroying all the money you spent.
She's a prophet.
You know what I mean?
So she wears many hats.
She's a prophet, a chef, the greatest mother in the world.
No, you know.
Universe. What else?
Just everything bad happened to her, so you know.
Well.
What else is she? She was a mental health.
Oh yes.
Worker, a medical field person, I think. She's done a lot of things. She was in the military.
Yeah. No way.
I think she went to Navy basic training and washed out in basic training, which is the saddest thing I've ever heard.
Okay, well, that's a lot of hats to wear.
Nurse, psychiatrist, therapist. Yeah, she's a therapist, true. I forgot about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She knows so much.
Oh, so beautiful. Oh, so beautiful. Look at that. That's gorgeous. That is some gorgeous stuff. All right.
I'm not sure it's cooking. Shiloh's funny.
He's funny. I like Shiloh. Glad he's around.
I gotta open these sliced olives. I gotta open that. I'm just gonna open it up a little bit because I'm gonna drain the juice. So hold on a second.
Now, maybe you can tell me.
You know what? I like that. Look at this can is like really full.
The chair? It's a computer chair.
But why is she in the chair? I know I say this every time, but it bothers me. Like, why are you in the chair? You cannot cook properly in a chair.
No, like, you can't. Maybe if you were stern.
As a wheelchair, guys.
Oh, that's a heavy motherfucker right there.
I mean, is she at this point?
She's probably, I don't know, 470 pounds. I don't know.
Strap a girdle on and stand up.
Rest your gut on the counter. She's tall too. She's like 5'10" or something. That's a huge man.
Sorry, guys.
See you later, Addie. Thank you for stopping by. Always good to see you.
Look at that. That's full of olives. I was like, I was thinking it would be like half olives, but it's not. And then we save the other. Look at that. Look at that. Yummy. We're gonna save the other half for our tacos. Ooh, so yummy. Okay, next ingredient, of course, is no other than Mr. Mexican style of cream cheese, family size.
Oh, they're at the Kroger's.
We're just gonna tear this baby open if we can. Good God, do I have the scissors? Where's the scissors? Do we have any scissors down here? Get the knife. Get the knife. Get the knife. Get the knife. Woo! There we go.
When we get to whatever this is,
we have to put this
supposed to be
in the oven. And we're just going to let it stay there until it gets nice and melty and delicious. You usually can tell by the smell. By the smell. I need some tomato. Well, I'm not going to cook the tomatoes. I want my tomatoes fresh on my nachos. Don't you worry. I got some tomatoes. Don't you worry about that. That's coming soon. Them tomatoes.
Why is she talking like that? Oh, what did you do with
that? They're coming
little
soon.
bits?
Well, I'm going to put this here in the oven.
What?
Chair. You got to move.
Butterflies.
Oh, yeah.
I put them in the other
Go
room.
in there. Enjoy, nachos.
Look, here's one.
Oh, I don't know where that one. Oh, sorry.
Here.
You can tell I've done some service work because I'm like cleaning up as I go. That's just how I do it. Maybe some green onions. I didn't get any green onions. Do I have cheese in my hair? Oh my God, I got cheese in my... No, it's not cheese. It's the pinto beans. It's the pinto beans. I gotta wash my hands. My hand's been in my hair. And according to OSHA laws, if your hands are in your hair, your hands are unclean and you must wash them. Okay. Thank you, Stephanie. All right. Now, this is my cutting board. I got this cutting board in a whole set when I first moved into this place. I thought it was so pretty.
Pretty
I love my
dope cutting board.
And I love peacock feathers. I think peacocks are so pretty. I love the colors. Like the turquoise and a peacock feather. And how it's kind of like translucent almost. I love it.
It's called iridescent, but okay.
So.
What's a knee knocker?
I got some interesting pepper.
See you later, guys, and thank you for stopping.
The aloha pepper. Look at the colors. This is an aloha pepper. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm wondering how it tastes. That is like, it's like an heirloom like tomato, but it's a pepper. That is gorgeous. So I got them, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice them up, and I'm going to fry them up so they're nice and delicious. And then I also got these gorgeous hot house tomatoes because I figured one could be for the nachos, and the other one could be for the tacos.
You can't do it? Let's look at the
end.
end.
It works out.
Why? You act like we're watching Rachel Ray, and we should see some Tuscany,
alternative.
You know, delicious.
I got to see how it looks at the end.
Okay.
I have to know.
Well, I can pretty much describe it to you. Probably.
Well, I want to look at this slop, okay?
Look how gorgeous. Let me stay on the camera for you. Look at that.
That's pure slop.
You know how.
Now I don't want anyone else to tell me again I can't cook, okay? Because that damn here is making everyone in the audience drool.
You can't cook.
Checkmate. I win. Ha ha ha.
Bless your heart.
So of course we're gonna put all the toppings on.
How much of that you think she ate?
Whoever's wheel wants to do it in my family.
I don't know, baby.
All right, that's good enough. We will try the. Sorry for flip flopping, guys. We're gonna try the video, even though it doesn't have the. It doesn't have the chat replay.
I made a character that looks exactly like the guy that I wrote about. I'm done. I'm not talking about this anymore. Wrong. You're wrong. It generated its own images that are not on the internet. You show me another.
Oh,
I don't know how.
Voice double time is.
It's pretty rough, eh?
He sounds like a gremlin, or like a.
He ain't gonna ruin me and Will's relationship. We're good. She looks like she's lost a ton of weight.
What?
Then why is she saying she's 375 when for the longest time she said she was 366? Okay.
Okay, I'll trust you guys.
You say.
Wow, that's really obsessive.
Was in 2005. I was living with Pete in our 2-bedroom apartment in Cornwall, and out of
JP
nowhere,
said, on some level, I think we're all here. I don't think we're here for Shannon. We're here for the magic beans and dildos.
The dildo.
You remember the guy? You remember it was Dave Koresh made the dildo joke, like a dildo.
Yeah.
What's up, Dave? Hope you're doing okay, man.
Oh my gosh.
Wherever you are.
Like, I have to.
Guess what? I feel it.
The boys were not taken away 6 to 5 times. That is a lie.
Remember when he was like, "It's a joke," because I really didn't.
That is a lie.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, I love dill dough," because I love pickles, you know.
As long as you can get a good crust on your dildo, you know?
Yeah. I always like
Crunchy
the outside
dildo.
part too.
Jason, can
The
you please
outside
give
of
Will
the
an
dough.
apology for the tone in your voice?
Oh my God, no. I didn't say anything bad.
Oh, God.
I wasn't talking to him.
Yes, you were, because
No,
I
I
was
wasn't.
keep saying what Will was saying, and you were arguing with
And
him.
all of it was his opinion.
So you were arguing with him?
No, I wasn't arguing with him. I was saying my view on it. I said my view, and he was pro AI. He used to be. If he isn't now, that's his choice. Fine. I will not talk to him about this project anymore, and he doesn't have.
What's funny about this is Rev was super, super against AI. Like months ago, he was like, AI is going to be the beginning of the whatever, the singularity. It's going to destroy us all and enslave us or whatever. Now he's like ministering.
I do not give a. Excuse me, but I don't give a shit
About what?
about any of this.
I know, baby. I'm glad you do it with me, though.
I know. I mean, I like these people, but
Yeah, this is what makes it fun. It's the people. This,
yeah, it is.
in no way does the video to me really matter that much.
No,
I mean, I have obsessed about Shani, but
which is crazy to
it
me.
is. It is crazy. Less and less so as time goes on. Do I really worry about what's going on with her? But this is significant. This is a big.
Is it significant
in the Shani sphere? Yeah, I'd say that her son showing up in chat.
But that right there, that's amazing for him.
Oh, 100%.
Like for her, I mean, she looks really happy.
Hey, Count.
Look how happy she looks there. Shy.
Who?
Yeah.
For her? That her son?
And let me tell you something. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. Regardless of the type of human she is, those kids love her.
100%.
And they will always love her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
they will.
They deserve to have a good mom. Can she give them that? Probably not.
Right.
But they're no longer, if they're adults, or they not.
One of them just turned 18.
Okay. And so, they're not responsible for their trauma, but they are responsible for their healing from it. And maybe that's what he's doing. He's taking responsibility for healing from.
Look, I'm very interested in to see more from him. I don't think he should be involved in any of this, but if he's going to be here, I am interested.
But you know what? If that's what helps him,
I guess so. I don't know.
Confronting and being his own advocate, then
yeah.
Why not? Go Will.
Nice, Count. Good to see you, buddy. Always.
He doesn't have to click on the page or anything. You could unpin that if you want.
Oh
I am going
gosh,
to use AI exactly how it's worked for me, and it continues to work for me very well to build a universe.
Funny.
Okay.
That's the end of the story.
You know what? I'm going to give mods to William.
Yeah, he should have mods if he's going to be in here.
Yeah.
And you know what?
There you go, William. You're your mod.
There ain't no way. And they're Bond's children too. But let him talk to my kids backwards like that. We'd have to have a sit-down talk about,
probably a stand-up fist fight, I bet you.
No violence. But we'd have to, really be like, what is going on? You're going to have to do something different. You've got to go. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Because communication's the foundation of any relationship. And if you're talking to your kids like that, or you're allowing somebody to talk to your kids like that, come on, man. It's crazy.
You're a mod now.
She's trying to read his expression, it looks like. Or is she staring at the screen?
She just looks happy to me.
Is that really Will?
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Why wouldn't it be?
So,
because you said in the message, you gave him a link.
That's so sick that he hates
it is kind of sad. She seems incredulous that he's there. She seems like, I can't believe, which makes me think she doesn't talk to him.
She's blinking. She's really excited. She's happy. I mean, these types of people know. these types of people know who they are. They know what they've done to these kids.
Yeah.
The point is, they, like, I can tell you, like, textbook what it is. I don't know, like I said, I don't know these people. I can just tell you what I've observed. And, like, Shani, and Rev, knowing how codependent they are on each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those boys know that. They see that. They're not stupid. They might not call it codependence, but
Yeah,
they know
they know what it is.
Don't exist without the other,
Right.
right? And the fact Shani and Rev, well, I don't know about Rev, but Shani knows. Shani might verbalize, like, I'm a good mom, I do all this, blah, blah, blah. She knows. That's how she masks all her crap, but she knows she was not good with them kids. Deep down, she knows that.
I agree.
That's the whole thing with personality disorders. You know about all these insecurities that you have. You feel like you're a piece of crap, but you portray to the world something else, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, you have somebody coming back showing you a mirror. And it's just, it's what those kids do. But she's just as shocked he's there, probably, as he is.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
what I was going to say is it makes me think she has not talked to him in a while.
Of course not.
But she likes to say, like, I talk to him every day, or I talk to him all the time.
If your kids are taken from you by the state, which is what happened, correct?
Right.
She had to work a plan. She didn't work it, right?
Right.
She let the perpetrator back in her home, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Let me know when I'm messing it up. The state says, nope, we're adopting them out, or we're fostering them out, or whatever. And then they turn 18. Well, after 18, you're no longer with the state, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can. But before then.
So she might not even have access to talk to him ever.
Like, that's very rare. That doesn't happen.
So you can't, like, even if your kid gets taken.
Unless your kid is sneaking off calling you. I'm sure that there are, like, ways around it, and that did happen.
Yeah.
When I worked at DCFS. But, I mean, no, all the time, that's not happening.
Yeah.
So she's probably thrilled.
Yeah. Let's continue to watch a little bit, Sue.
Holy shit.
Huh.
Diesel engine.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm coughing. I feel like I'm getting sick.
Wow. Good for you. I'm proud of you, son. I'm proud of you.
Wow. So we can't.
Wow. Good job, dude. I am proud of you for sticking up for yourself. But, why didn't I read what he said? Because someone may react very harshly to said thing. Well, do you know what William said? You need to apologize. Okay, can you listen? Instead of... Okay. Can you not be defensive?
I haven't said anything wrong.
Well, William said if this is seriously how you still argue to people by making up BS, then I'm sorry. But I'm starting to lose a lot of respect for you. I do not like liars, regardless if you are my parent or not. Do not shove words into my mouth.
You said you would work with AI. End of story. You said it.
Look at her face. She is shook that this little boy, well, I say little boy.
Yeah, I mean, 18 is a little boy.
Well,
to me.
You can serve.
I know.
So that's not a little boy.
Emotionally.
Well, yeah,
immature.
But she's like, her whole facial expressions are just like, wow. To me, what I read is like, I can't even do this for myself and my son's doing it. Like, wow. That's what I read, but.
Do you not?
Maybe
okay.
So that's fine.
My son that I wasn't even there for,
All right.
Drop it now.
I'm not doing anything.
Well, let him bitch then. Because what was said was said.
Will you stop?
Why does he talk to her like that and she allows it? That's crazy to me.
It's not very often. that he gets mad with her publicly like that. So this is kind of like an anomaly. He's done it a handful of times. Maybe
But
more than
she's
a
like,
handful.
okay, like,
I think
no,
she is just caught off guard by the whole situation. She doesn't know what to do, I think, is what's going on. But, I could be wrong.
Crazy.
You let your son get away with anything anyway. You would.
He's not doing anything.
In the chat. He said he would work with AI in the past. And he was excited about it.
He's also a child, you
He said that.
crazy person.
You don't have to deny saying that now? He can. That's his business. I'm not arguing. Move on. Let's just do the foodie thing. Let's just move on.
Did you take your meds?
Yeah. There it is again.
Well,
I just want to tell you, like, this is exactly that slamming stuff and being angry that somebody, like, has a different opinion than you do, and being angry that, like, somebody stood up to you, and being slamming stuff and being angry at somebody who didn't say what, but, like, projecting it on. That's all very narcissistic behavior.
Do you think Rev has some of that?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Really?
It's like a grown toddler.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like watching a tall toddler try to operate.
Now, I got a question, because, like, I've never really thought of him as a narcissist, but I don't know shit. But if, say,
he
that
definitely has qualities.
Yeah, will hanging out with a narcissist kind of bring that out in another person?
Yeah.
Like,
it can, absolutely, yeah.
Really? Yeah. So maybe that's
what they feed off of each other. It's really like this, I don't know. What do they call it? Like a symbiotic relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. They're very codependent, obviously. She's made sure of it. Seems like that he's
100%.
He's codependent on her, and then she's codependent on him.
Yeah, she definitely needs him to do everything for her so that she doesn't have to do it. She's just.
But that grown toddler, so like, you got to watch people like that. Because it's okay to get mad every now and then and do that, but I have a feeling he does this behind closed doors a lot.
Probably.
That dry, drunk rage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Dude,
you've seen people that say they're in recovery, but they're not in recovery. They're not working recovery. They're just abstaining from
it's a problem
a substance,
It's a problem whenever you first get sober. You have to change all your behaviors and stuff like that. If you don't do it, you can stay stuck in that loop for a long time. Yeah.
But it's not just the rage, it's all the.
Yeah,
but he, and he has no, you can't talk to him once he reaches that point. It seems like
that's probably true.
She can't, like. He's just like, drop it.
She's not in control.
It's like, but no one should be in control of, like, a conversation. If you're having a conversation with somebody, it's not about control and power. So if you show somebody vulnerability and they value connection, then they'll use it for connection, vulnerability. If you show somebody vulnerability and they value power, they will exploit you.
God, that's so.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So if you show somebody some vulnerability, and that's what they do to each other. They know a little bit, their vulnerabilities about each other, and they just exploit it. They just exploit each other instead of trying to genuinely connect, and feel, validated in the connection. And it's what, intimacy is I'm going to show you these vulnerable parts of me, and hopefully you value it for our connection, instead of, like, I'm going to exploit it and hurt you and have power over you.
Right.
That's sick. That's sick. That's narcissistic thinking.
Yeah.
So anyway,
A lot of anger?
I don't have any anger.
Then why are you sounding like this?
Because he's acting like a bitch. He said he would
My,
AI.
don't call my son a bitch.
He's acting like a little bitch.
You're, I'm Jason William Egroff.
He is. He is.
Yeah, there's only one bitch right now, and it isn't him.
No, because it's him. Fuck. He said it. You know he said it.
You don't call my son a
He
bitch.
was a bitch. He's acting like a bitch.
No, you're acting like a bitch.
Oh yeah, because it's me. Fuck you, Shannon. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
You take his side if he kills someone.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
you
You're
would.
being rude.
I'm not being rude. I said my view on AI, and he said his.
You're being rude.
We're done. Have to apologize for nothing. I don't think so. Not anymore.
Yeah, if someone talked to you like that, you wouldn't like it.
Yeah, whatever. I wasn't talking to him.
Uh-huh. Okay.
That's their so-called dad, you know?
wow, I really wish they would get away from each other. I really
Shanny
do.
and Rev?
Yes.
I have a feeling they were going to go to the grave together, just stuck in this cycle. I really do.
I just wish they would give each other a chance to like live. I can see, you know, I don't know. Y'all know I have a different view on this, and I piss a lot of people off when I start to talk like that. So
I have one last statement on this, and then we move on. Okay? If the tone was however you want to feel the tone was.
You called him a bitch.
Yeah, I did not just now. Because he's acting like one. But anyway.
I disagree.
He is. He's a bitch.
Can you go away?
So we're done with that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say,
I need a break from you.
I'm going to say that he said it to us in conversation, that he would use AI, and he was enthusiastic about it. That obviously is no longer the case.
Like, how
So
is
if
it this big of an argument over this AI stuff? Like,
because
instead of
he's
just saying,
wrong,
okay.
and he knows he's wrong, and he got put in the place by someone that he views as a child, somebody
Right.
that's not as intellectually, you know, sound and as great as he thinks he is. He got
Right.
schooled, and he doesn't like it. And he got schooled by a person that he actually used to victimize. And so, of course, he's pissed off.
Yeah.
Because he can no longer do that to him. He can call him a bitch.
Right.
But then
That's all
that
he
just
can
makes
do.
him look even worse.
Yeah.
You
It
know,
does, man.
so
This is a big L for Rev. That's 100%.
he's a big L period in my
Yeah. That's no doubt about that. Corey says Stevie Shani said one time that they would stay together just to spite everyone. She's not kidding.
Wait, what?
Shani one time said that they would stay together just to spite everyone, you know?
Well, especially if it's bringing them revenue somehow. And I don't mean like monetization or whatever you call that on or I'm talking about people that like there are people out there that follow people because they don't have anything else to do. And they follow these people and they're almost codependent on these people because that's what they do all day is they watch them. They need more stuff to watch, you know? And so you know about that, right, Ron?
I've definitely been
you've
there.
been in that rabbit hole. And so, you know, so they'll feed them money or they'll give them whatever, you know, and it all goes back to the power thing. Attention, power, you know.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna they may not. I just wish the optimist in me wants to say, like, I wish they would give each other some space for like a year.
I have a
year
feeling if
and
they
a
stayed
couple
apart,
months.
that would be the, you know, for a year, I feel like they would just never get back
They
together.
would probably like they could go to like a substance abuse treatment facility for like 3 to 6 months apart. This is just like what I would if I could plan it. And then and we're talking about like 2 different sides of the country, you know. 2 different facilities, and then
no access,
and then like a sober living home. Shani could learn how to actually cook, you know, and do life skills, you know, and Rev could learn to manage money and live on his own, and then get them back together at a year and a half, and so they could sit down and talk, they'd be two totally different people. I guarantee it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But maybe I'm in La La Land.
That would be interesting to see. I just don't see it ever happening.
It was a bad tone he felt or whatever. I apologize for that. But you did say it. Period. Now I'll go.
Trust me, I'm trying not to have him end up in the hospital.
Fuck you. People are assholes.
Oh my gosh. He just...
God, he's an asshole.
Oh, that's a great question, Corey. Corey wants to ask a question. She says, I want to ask a gross question to Stevie. Shani can wipe her own ass. She did it when Rev was gone, when he was doing that detox, but he's back at it.
That's about power.
Is it? Yeah, you nailed it.
That's
Is it
about
a humiliation thing for him or her?
Yeah, that's about like having somebody like yeah, absolutely. That's about codependence and who has the dominant power in the relationship.
I mean, it's a fucking...
And I mean, let me tell you, she walks the line, because I see that she gets kind of fearful of him when he starts, anytime he starts doing all that. Like, I can see it in her face. And to 100%. Me, that's what it looks like. I could be wrong, but
I think it's some of that, and it's also this, big tendency of her to play like a victim. So she's maybe putting on that she's scared a little bit also. I don't know. That's a good point, though.
Wow. You can't apologize for calling my son a bitch? No, you didn't. Is that what you call an apology?
I already did.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that was a shit apology. I don't care. Is that Wookie? How are you?
I didn't do anything wrong. I did absolutely nothing wrong. Nothing. I apologize for any bad tone I had. That I can say. I should never have a bad tone with anyone.
No. This story is like everything to you, and you're willing to insult people, call people names, and treat people like shit over your story.
My story wasn't
well, your
in my
story
head at
can
all.
go fuck itself if it's going to cause you to treat people like shit.
My story didn't do anything.
Yeah, it obviously has.
Somebody is dishonest. And you know you heard him. Say I. You know.
Will said, you're missing the point. It's a fact you're completely ignorant to any form of criticism and would rather lie to my face.
Damn.
I don't care about your criticism. I was asking you if you maybe would want to have a part in what I'm creating. That was the only thing I said. I don't want you to be a part of it now, to be honest. So forget it. Let's just move on. We were supposed to be watching.
He's very...
he's a toddler.
He's really uptight about this AI thing. People have been telling him, like, if you're using it to, like, make this movie script for your big Netflix deal or whatever, that if you're using AI, they don't want that shit because it's akin to plagiarism. It is not your work. People use it as a writing tool, maybe, like, a lot of different ways, but to get an outline. But he's, like, having it make this story for him, like, whole cloth, kind of to, like, get this thing put together that he thinks is going to be his big paycheck, And anytime somebody tells him that stuff, he gets really offended. And so the son, who is also an artist, apparently, tells him, he's like, I'm an artist. This is offensive to me. It puts people out of the jobs. I don't like AI doing artwork. It's not right. Morally right.
I'm sorry. I fell behind in the chat. Now I feel...
Yeah, sorry I'm not keeping up with the chat so good.
I think he's... What?
Saying. He said if some woman said anything close to that to my son, I would shut down the live and help him get the packing. 100%, dude. Yeah. I think so too, Bad Wolf. I think he will continue to push him. I think he knows he has some kind of upper hand on this man baby, and that he's just read him. So
Wait, what?
Bad Wolf says Will continue to push him. I feel like he may resent him and may have intended to let him have it. Yeah, I agree with that.
He seems like a smart kid, though. I think he will do it in ways that just continue to piss him off, you know? Which is great. You know, I mean, you get what you give. That's just it. You know? Just is what it is. He didn't really think these kids would grow up and be like, okay, bye.
Right.
No. You know?
He never wanted them. They were just some baggage, this woman. You know?
I mean, and let me just say that, like, and you guys know this or whatever, like, what?
Nothing, I was reading something. Continue.
I don't know. When if you even date a female or a male or anyone that has children, you know that, like, that person has kids. That comes with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And if that's not what you want to take on, you know, to me, it's like, duh, you know?
Right.
But
he was a drunken mess when they showed up on their door, and he should have closed the door.
Much as to fault. She's
Oh,
just
100%.
If not more, because you have a priority that nature has given you to take care of your kids. Number one priority. Their number one priority.
Truly.
And with her staying with him, she's told them with her actions and her behavior, you know, what I want is more important than you ever will be, you know?
Right.
So how do you come back from that as a mom, you know? I don't know. I pray I never know, you know?
Right.
Addiction and all this stuff could happen to anybody. It really can.
That's true. That doesn't discriminate at all.
Beauty anyway. That's what we were supposed to be doing.
Yeah, well, you wanted to bring up your fucking story again.
Yeah, for my son that I thought was procreating with AI, which he's not. I didn't know that. He said he was.
I agree with that, Andy. There's no reason to get so hostile over the difference of an opinion.
I didn't get hostile. I gave my opinion, period.
Yeah.
I gave my opinion. And it's a brilliant creation device. If you don't have anybody that can do that type of artwork. I don't know anybody that could draw realistically like that. No one.
No, that's really...
No
Will
one?
said, why would I want to be part of a project where you'd rather rely on AI than using the hard work of actual artists?
Yeah, good. I don't care. I don't want you a part of it, so forget it.
I don't want to be a part of it either.
Yeah, well then I will not give you or him any money from it. So there you go. This is good. We're getting sorted out things out here that I didn't even know about.
So Rev's opinion is to call Will a bitch. Wow. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he is a bitch. He's acting.
No, he's not a bitch. Stop calling my son.
Okay, so what he's doing is called projecting. He's calling her son a bitch when he, in actuality, is the bitch.
Acting like a bitch.
No, you're acting like a bitch.
You can fuck yourself, Shannon.
I will fuck myself rather than you for calling my son a bitch.
I don't want to have anything to do with your show anymore.
Well, good. I don't want you to do anything of it if this is how you treat people who come on here. Especially my son. Why did you do that?
Because he's acting like a bitch.
No, you're acting like a bitch. Grow a pair, Jason.
I'm no longer being a part of your show.
Good.
No, you can have him as your co-host.
Will said then find some. It's not that difficult, Dad. I have an entire team with me working on entire games. If you can do that before I can turn 18, then you can find someone to help you.
He's so jealous of that kid.
I don't know if he's taking his pills. I keep asking if he's taking his pills, and he's acting like he's not.
He still calls him Dad?
Yeah.
Poor baby.
I'm so sorry, William. You don't deserve to be treated this way.
Don't you cry, Shani.
I'm so sorry, William. I didn't think he'd continue to treat you like this. I'm so sorry.
Let's see what she's. I can't see her eyes.
Ray here. For over 20 years, Winter World has made
What
homeowners
is
happy
happening?
with energy efficiency, great prices.
It's alright. I'm so sorry, William. You deserve better than to be treated like that. I don't know why he's like this. I don't know why he's acting like this. It's like ever since he got, like, talking to this AI and about this book thing, he's been acting really fucking nutty.
I'm probably gonna take a walk.
Do you think he hits her?
I don't think so. I think they have got physical for sure, but I don't know if it's like something that he does.
I'm so sorry, William. I love you. Yes, we're very proud.
Watching her smoke. Oh. Watching her smoke makes me miss it.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Not
don't know why
usually.
he acted up the way he did. I know, Will. I know, hon.
What's he saying? I want to know.
I know. It is kind of frustrating.
Yeah.
And that was a genuine cry, huh?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Can't tell.
The beginning was weird, but
I agree with that. Weird and wordy. He should start showing his art and selling it because he's so talented. And I'm so proud of him. You know. I understand that, Will. I hope he has an apology. He needs to apologize to everyone in here because he acted completely immoral. I don't know why he's getting more and more angry lately, but he is again. And I'm getting too old for this shit. Of dealing with it. Yeah. Let's carry on to Chantal. Okay, honey. I will.
To hold on to things to walk around. That's how everything just feels like I'm on a boat, like a boat hitting very heavy waves. The best way to describe it. And it is something that's positional because it's when I stand up to.
do they talk anymore in here?
I'm not sure. I didn't watch anymore. I was just kind of watching what we were doing Easter stuff. So
It's so sad. The whole thing makes me sad.
yeah, I agree. We're probably about to shut it down, guys.
Oh,
We
he
just
was
wanted to-
saying things like "Don't cry, Mom." Oh,
Does it? We'll pick this up later at some point this week.
he said there's JP said there's still some good stuff left.
There is. Do you want to stop for? We can stop tonight. We don't need to do anymore. Yeah, we'll pick it up later, guys. We can do this anytime.
Well, we say that and then.
Yeah, we'll try it. If we can set it up like this, real simple. This is nothing. This
Yeah,
is just us
you know
talking,
what, Corey? That them boys love their mama. That's all they want is that relationship with that mama. You know. And I mean, we talked about that before about like that connection with the people that brought us into this world, you know?
Right.
That and the way it's set up is for our parents to nurture us and teach us and give us those things that we need. And when they don't, we still long for that, you know, for them to do that. So it's really sad, but I'm praying for them, and I know that the community loves opinion about it, but I'm praying for them. I'm praying for restoration, especially on, you know, even today, like on resurrection, that they'll have some restoration and some I don't know, some, I want to say vindication, but just restoration is the only word that keeps coming to my head, and some peace, you know, that at least the boys can get some peace.
Yeah, I do hope they get it. Like, I just hope maybe this little interaction that he had with Red would kind of solidify the choice to be like, I definitely don't need to go back into that environment. This is proof of it. You know, just this first interaction that publicly happened, at least, is that it went so south based on something so stupid. You know?
Yeah. And when I say restoration, I mean like for the boys' hearts to be restored.
Yeah, for sure. Not
You
like they
know,
get
that
back
they'll
together as a
understand that they
family.
have like a creator that loves them
Right.
and wants to have a relationship with them, and that's, you know, that's that their hearts will be restored, you know. And maybe if Shani and Rev decide that they want help someday, maybe they will
I just don't.
seek
I would
that.
love to know the set of circumstances that would have to align for them to decide it was time to get help. I mean, you know, they would have to end up like living like in a sober living or something where, you know, there was like a mandate to you got to work steps or something like
Yeah.
that. You know, I don't know.
Listen, steps, in any of the anonymous programs, that's real stuff. That's stuff that's hard to work. You got to be real serious about recovery to work it. And
it's hard.
It is.
That's hard.
But that's why you surround yourself with
Painful.
people in recovery. Yeah, it's real painful. But it's doable. People have been doing it for a long time. And people recover every day. So anyway, it was so good to hang out with all of y'all. Just to say hey and to interact with you guys. Cats, Corey, Bad Wolf, JP, Hatfield, Shiloh. I said Corey twice, but I'll say it again. Bat was in here for a little while. Cats, Miss Tina.
It was nice. I was zoned out trying to find Pinky Bob, see what she was up to real quick.
Pinky Bob. We always have to end on a good note. Little Miss was in here.
Yeah.
St. Ratty.
Yeah,
Hatfield.
it was a lot of fun. We'll get a proper setup. I have it already. I just got to learn. Got to learn a little bit.
He says that, but he don't. You know.
Let's see what Hatfield.
He may not.
I will, for sure. I will. Let's see what Pinky Bob is talking about.
Tic-tac-toe, these are games that you might know. Ring toss, lucky duck, that's the way you're gonna press your luck. Find a rabbit and take a pick. Find a snow cone and take a lick. We want prizes, we got a few. There's just one thing I need from you. I wanna see you at my Easter event. And I want you to know no money has to be spent for you to come by and to play. And happy and we can find Easter eggs. So everybody, I'll see you this Friday.
What is she talking about? She got a new Easter kind of hustle?
Easter eggs now?
I don't know. That's a surprise to me. To anybody that doesn't know, this is a lady that lives like 30 miles from us, and she sings about Uh,
A cakewalk,
It's not that
tic-tac-toe, these
far.
games that you might know. Ring toss, lucky duck, that's the way you gonna press your luck. Find the rabbit and take a pic. Find a snow, gonna take a lick. We want prizes, we got a few. There's just one thing I need from you. I wanna see you at my Easter event. And I want you to know no money has to be spent for you to come by and to play. And at the end we can find Easter eggs. So everybody, I'll see you.
Definitely Little Miss. If once it's watermelon season, we're definitely going to find a Pinky Bob watermelon.
Oh.
You know they're
We have to. We have to do it for the people.
do it for the show.
Yeah, she's. I don't care.
Cakewalk,
Okay, I'm
tic-tac-toe,
sorry.
these games that
Oh,
you
she
might
got
know.
more. Stop it, Pinky. Okay. So you know what? This lady chops wood. Y'all probably so sick of hearing this, but she chops wood. What else does she? And she grows watermelons, honey. And that's how she
sells
lives.
good wood.
And her money's her money.
Good wood.
Yeah, her little business is called Good Wood. And I found that gem on my algorithm because it's all
Your
messed up.
Algorithm is
Insane. I love
The
it.
things that pop up on there are
The best.
y'all would probably think different of us if you.
I don't care. No, it ain't nothing gross or nasty or well. I mean, it's just very strange people, and I love strange people. Love them.
I love them too. I really do.
I mean, it takes all kinds of kinds, you know.
It does.
Hmm.
100%. I love weirdos. Oh, shoot, I feel like most of my friends are weird.
Yeah, you married one.
You did. I mean, I did. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry. Oh no, we already seen this one.
I've never seen it.
Excuse me, can you tell me what you've heard about propane? Somebody told me that it burns good, but I think that's insane. Because nothing could compare to my good wood fire. So when they say that propane's number one, I think they're all liars. So go ahead and burn my wood.
Oh my God.
Use it to heat your home. It'll fit right in your pipe, burn all through the night. All you gotta do is pick up your phone. And I got a rick of wood that you could acquire. Because nothing can compare to that good wood fire.
I want to know who the ghost is in the back.
Yeah, I don't know what
And
that's
also,
about.
what was that about? Yes, and she did about 3 or 4 different types of music.
She did change genres a little bit.
Yeah, yes, right? And octaves and keys. Who told her she could sing? I want to know.
She believes
I'm
in
gonna
herself.
ask her.
I really do admire when people who doesn't seem like they should believe in themselves do believe in themselves.
I love it, yeah. I do.
Yeah,
but I
just,
still
go
wonder
for it.
why. Like, where did it come from?
I wish I had some people's confidence sometimes.
Yeah, I wish I had our kids' confidence.
Yeah.
You know?
We've gassed them up pretty good, okay? We do.
Yeah, but we tell them too. What's up?
Anyway, guys,
Anyways,
love you.
it's fine.
We'll
Yeah.
do one again soon. We'll try and do one within this week sometime.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Everybody just have a really great week and love yourself, and it's okay to have your opinions, guys, and be you. And I'm glad to hang out with y'all.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.